Hello, everyone, and welcome to the YouTube channel of Keyapp, the company that helps your applications to achieve top positions in the search on Google Play and App Store. And in this episode, we are going to discuss the main news of 2025, how they changed the work with the stores, and what we can expect in the future. During this year, we observed so many changes, so many news, and we actually noticed that the algorithms were changed. We observed new patterns, new trends, and of course, we paid a lot of attention to artificial intelligence and to any news connected with AI, as all of us understand that actually both Google Play and App Store will implement the artificial intelligence in how their stores work. And as a tradition, let's start with the news of Google Play. And one of the major updates is that the number of custom store listings was increased from 50 to 100, and this gives the developers the possibility to work and to test different countries, different audiences, and of course creators, so to be able to increase the conversion rate in such a way. Another critical change is that daily active users, monthly active users ratio now influence the ranking of the application, and Google now evaluates how actively users use an app. So not only the number of installs is important, but also the user behavior, user engagement. So that's critical to follow all these metrics, so to be sure that the application is fine. And actually all these metrics you can check in Google Play Developer Console, as they started to show this ratio, and they started in general to show if everything is fine with the daily active users and monthly active users. Google also started showing negative warning labels on app pages, so users may see the messages like, "This app is uninstalled more often than similar app," "This app has fewer users than similar app," and users interact with this app less frequently. So these labels directly hurt the conversion rate and clearly signal that in the future, poor retention can lead to low positions in the search. Google has also significantly upgraded search and store discovery in 2025, and actually we noticed some new features, some new buttons, and so on that are available both for users and for developers. And the first one is trending searches, and Google Play now shows trending search request with information about trend duration and with the information about the number of installs for the search request. So, of course, this helps a lot both marketers, App Store optimization specialists to understand which search requests are in trend now and how to work them. So, not just blindly suppose how popular the keyword can be. And these trending searches may be seen in Google Play actually on the main page. Another feature that was added is Gemini Type Bar, and users can now ask the questions about the applications directly on the app page. So this shows the importance of App Store optimization, of clear metadata, and actually the importance of all the keywords you add to the application tab. At the same time, Google also added auto launch after install, and users can just enable a toggle and the application will be opened automatically after the installation in 5 seconds. And of course, this influences the first sessions, the first engagement of the user with the application. At the same time, we also noticed that Google Play has added AI-generated summaries in Google Play Developer Console. So AI analyzes all the graphs and gives the information. Of course, this is helpful, and you do not need to analyze on your own, and you use these summaries. Also, we observed the appearance of topic browse pages on Google Play. So, these are new thematic pages like about sport, movie, house, events, and so on. And in such a way, users can find the applications through interests, through some trends, and of course, this also gives the possibility for organic traffic attraction. And we also noticed that Google Play added hero carousels and YouTube carousels that appear on the application page and may do the application page more bright and attract the users in such a way. If to talk about App Store, we observed so many news as well, but we believe that the biggest App Store update of 2025 is that actually Apple allowed to use third-party tools for payments in the United States after the Epic Games lawsuit. So this already implemented in the United States. Developers may use different payment methods, and some big applications like Spotify has already implemented this to their applications in this country. So in general, that's a step to a more open ecosystem of the Apple. Also in iOS 18.4, Apple introduced AI-generated review summaries. So for now, it's available for English-speaking countries, but of course, we don't understand that this will be implemented in all the countries available on App Store. And in general, for users, that's so convenient as they can just read the summary and to understand what other users think about this application. But for developers, for marketers, for ASO specialists, that's critical to work with this and to make sure that this summary is really positive, as it will influence the conversion rate the same as previously reviews influenced the conversion. Also, Apple launched smart natural language search. So for now, users can apply more natural search requests like the app to plan the vacation for two or the best application to lose the weight. And we see that for such search requests in English-speaking countries, there is the search list, although previously there were no applications in the search list if you put such keywords into the search. So in general, we do understand that Apple is going toward AI, toward implementation of artificial intelligence, and that's a kind of the first step. So that's important to work with text metadata so to show all the application features. At the same time, one of the most important updates is that Apple publicly revealed how App Store search works internally. Like search visibility is now known to be built from separate components like exact match, broad match, search hints, AI-generated requests, translations, in-app events, and so on. Although the ability to enable or disable these components applies only to apps using alternative terms in the European Union, that's a huge step toward understanding how the search on the App Store works in general. Also, App Store added the tags, AI-generated tags for the application that are shown on the application page, like health, wellness, fitness, games, and so on. So these tags are generated by artificial intelligence, and unfortunately, developers do not have the possibility to add the tags to the application by their own, but they can delete the tags that are not about their application, so that are not relevant to the application. Also, Apple has added the possibility to target custom product pages for the keywords. So for now, CPPs can be linked to the keywords, and unfortunately, developers can't enter the keywords manually, but they can choose the ones suggested by Apple, and actually these keywords are generating using the application text metadata. So that's one more point to understand that working with metadata is important so much. So you need to be sure that all the keywords you add actually relevant to your application. Apple also increased the number of CPPs, and previously the developers could create a 35 custom product pages. Now the number is 70. And of course, the latest news that Apple created the web version of the App Store the same way we have it on Google Play. Now it's available on the App Store, and a lot of developers, a lot of marketers talked about this for many years, that this would be so convenient and easier to work with competitor analysis, with the analysis of some trends and so on. And finally, they did it. So for now, we are able to go to the web version of the App Store to see some categories, to see trends, to see the recommendations from the App Store. And of course, we can also put the keyword and to check the search list, but there are not so many apps in the search list available in the web version, like 10, 15 of them maximum. But anyway, this helps to work with competitor analysis faster and easier, as you do not need to use any alternative tools to change the country and so on. You can just put the needed return in the link to the web version of the App Store. So as we may see, there are so many news, and all this news actually influence the algorithm work. We do understand that both Google Play and Apple may be not as stable as before for now, but nevertheless, the organic traffic is so important, and maybe even more important nowadays than previously, because we see that both Google Play and App Store value the user behavior, engagement, retention so much, and that's actually what organic users may provide to the application, as these are the most interested, the more targeted and relevant users the application can get. We see that both Google Play and App Store are starting to implement artificial intelligence, and that's the new reality. And of course, we understood that the time came when they do it. So we pay attention to this, we follow all the news, and we actually try to adapt to new trends and to new patterns. So if to talk about the future, of course, both Google Play and App Store will work with AI more actively, and most probably we will see some changes in the search list and how the apps are placed in the search, maybe how they discovered, and so on. The main task for developers, for App Store optimization specialists and marketers to work the same way we worked, and sometimes even better, with text optimization, with keywords, and with all the factors that actually influence the application health, metrics, and user engagement. And of course, in 2026, the product will be so important, as we see that they pay a lot of attention to metrics, and only good product may have good metrics. Anyway, we will follow all the changes. We will keep an eye, and we will do our best to inform you what is going on App Store, Google Play, and how to live in a new reality. But anyway, if you have any questions about keywords promotion, do not hesitate to contact our support team, your personal manager, or just leave the comments and we will answer all of them. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and follow all the episodes we are releasing, so to be aware of all the changes, of all the news, and all the trends.